Hi guys, it's Kyarko here, back with another speed build. Today we're building the apartment of a detective. This is a pretty fast video, so let's get right into it. So this was requested by Leon and by Smallville. Leon, you asked for like a grumpy old man kind of character, and Smallville, you talked about, a detective or a cop or something like that. And I kind of combined those two ideas. I will say he is like an adult, he's not like an elder, but I did imagine that he's a little bit older than the other people that we've made so far in the Tanaka apartment build. But that being said, he is still a very grumpy kind of character. He is a detective. I don't think he's retired. I actually kind of have this whole like backstory for him that I was imagining that I'm gonna try to explain to you guys as we go along. But right now I'm just building his character right now. I wish I made him look a little bit older. I tried to do that with like those forehead lines you can see on him. But I still think you get the sense that he is, an older adult who's definitely seen some things in his lifetime, in his career. But let's get into his story. So I was kind of trying to figure out why a very successful older detective would be living in such like a modern small like shoebox apartment. If you guys are familiar with the Tanaka apartment build, it's very it's much more for like younger students and people who are just starting out their careers. So I was trying to figure out why this guy, whose name is by the way Hiroshi Nakabayashi, I was trying to figure out why he would be here. And what I came up with is that he does have a family, he does have a home, but recently he's been kind of obsessed with this like unsolved case that he's been working on, and he's been devoting so much time to it, and it's kind of making him like a little bit crazy, that it's like causing a strain with his marriage and his family, so he kind of moved out, and while he's trying to find a place, he's staying here in this apartment temporarily. But there is a happy ending. I do imagine that he would like eventually like solve this case, maybe like with the help of the other people in this building. Like, I don't know, wouldn't it be so funny if like Stacy, the fashion student, the really loud, outgoing, like bright person who he would definitely find annoying, wouldn't it be so funny if she was the one who like cracked the case with like, I don't know, like fashion knowledge, like, oh, like the perpetrator couldn't possibly be wearing that fabric because that fabric, like some Legally Blonde kind of stuff. I would totally love that. So there is a happy ending for Hiroshi. I do imagine that, he would eventually solve this case and then, reconcile with his family, move back into his home. So this is just like his temporary situation while he's trying to solve this case and kind of going on a little bit of a downward spiral. So with that said, you can see that it all looks very temporary. Like there's not a lot of permanent furniture. He has like a little mat on the floor to sleep on. He's got like fold up chairs and stuff. Obviously it's very messy. He's got files everywhere and mail on the floor, and I even put like little piles of like cigarettes like here and there just to symbolize like the stress that he is under right now, because he's just like, he can't crack this case and it's kind of like really bothering him. But yeah, so this is his apartment. It's very different than the other apartments we've done so far in the Tanaka Apartments building. But I had a lot of fun with this one. I don't know, like it was a really quick build. As you guys can see, I was just kind of like putting down a lot of, messy things and things that would like symbolize like the research he's doing. Like for example, you can see that, pile of newspapers there, and there's like little notes and little books here and there. So he's been like looking everywhere to try to, find clues to this case. He's got like a pair of binoculars on that table. I don't know who he is spying on, but he is definitely doing some like shady stuff to try to like solve this case. He's not like a corrupt cop or anything like that, but he's definitely someone who's like breaking a few rules to, try to solve this unsolvable case. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any like headcanons or ideas for this character or for like his relationship with the other people in this build, just because, I don't know, I always think you guys come up with like the coolest things that I never even think of, and I'm like, wow, that like fits so perfectly. So definitely let me know if you guys have any ideas. And as we are finishing up our Tanaka Apartments build, I mean, we still have 3 more units to fill, and I do have things that you guys have requested that I am planning on filling those units with. But as always, if you guys have any, ideas for characters, and it doesn't even have to be for this like mini Tanaka series we're doing, but if it's, for other videos, challenges, anything like that, always let me know, because, I love talking to you guys, and I love being a collaborator. But anyways, as you can see, I'm just putting little things here and there. Like I put that little like moving cart thing to symbolize, you know, maybe he's like moving boxes in and out of here as he was like moving out of his house. His kitchen is pretty bare and empty, which I also feel like is pretty, you know, in character for him, because he probably wouldn't like have a lot of stuff for the kitchen. And I kind of like the idea that he probably doesn't know how to take care of himself, you know, like he's not very good because at taking care of himself, because he's just been like so obsessed with his work life and with like pursuing this case that he just like kind of lets himself go a little bit. And you can see that, you know, in his apartment. It's very messy. There's clothes everywhere. There's stuff on the floor. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this character. We are about done with his apartment. This was actually pretty fun to do, so thank you guys for those suggestions. I know it's not exactly what you guys asked for, but I feel like it definitely, your guys' ideas definitely inspired me. So thank you so much to Leon and to Smallville for those requests. Anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.